not just on that island, but in general.
Right, so you're telling it, it's almost you saying, oh, we don't support this or care about this in a way.
That's exactly
mean
right.
enough to us.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, kind of.
Bananas. I'm sorry, but that's me 25 years ago hosting wrestling.
Do you remember what year it was?
No. Halloween. Halloween happened. Yeah, Vince McMahon was there.
I remember Halloween Havoc. When did Halloween Havoc start? You must look at that up.
October 30th. Halloween, dude. That's your first hit. Start with October, Chuck, and if it's not there, check the portal of Leo.
Lions portal. It's closed. It actually closed yesterday. So,
Give me 2 more hours. I'll be right back. If you can't find that,
they're looking at his baby. So, dude, did you have a baby look at your mom?
I do.
What's that thing again? Because my mom made that for us. Is that a big thing that parents still do or not?
I don't have kids. I don't know.
Do you have any children?
I don't have kids, no.
What?
No. October 28th, 1989.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you bought it the first one. Check.
Location Philadelphia, main event, the Thunderdome cage match, Ric Flair and Sting versus Terry Funk and the Great Khali.
Yeah. They go all Asian.
Go,
What's Asian? I mean, you know when you see it, I'll say that.
Dusty Rhodes.
All we do there was nothing like that. Dude, Terry Funk, man, what a legend. He was also but charming, so special and everything. I ended up wanting to talk to Kevin Monnier one time. Now he's last Monnier.
I'm just realizing talking about this. I've been adjacent to fun things, but not really hit them. Like I narrated the Ultimate Fighter. I did all the seasons for Ultimate Fighter. Yeah.
For Dana White show?
Yeah. Previously on the Ultimate Fighter. Yeah. Yeah, the one that was on Spike TV. And like watching that thing grow as I was doing it, but not in it. You know, it was one of the strangest things. Wrestling was like that. It was always around, but never really in it.
The Contender, did you ever remember that show?
Yeah, I remember the Contender.
Good.
Yep.
What show did you like when you were there was something that came on that got you just so animated.
Yeah, I do. And I kind of closed the loop on it. It was the Rockford Files.
From the park? Bird in the park?
No, Jim Garner played James Rockford. He lived in a trailer not far from here in Malibu, and he solved crimes. And his dad was Rocky. His name was Rocky.
Rocky Rockford.
Well, his last name was Rockford, so they called him Rocky. Yeah. Anyway, no, James Garner, the Rockford Files, was very big in the 70s. That's Jim Garner. Oh, yeah, he's great. He drove 1977 Firebird. And Jay Leno called me today and said, hey, come on my show. I'll get you any car you want. And I didn't know if I wanted to. I said, I want the original car that, you know.
She said, get you a car for going on there?
Well, what you do is you drive around town in the car of your dreams, and Jay interviews you as you drive, right? So I said, I want a 1977 Firebird, like the one Jim Rockford drove. He went out and found the original Rockford car, the actual car that's wired for sound that Jim Garner wrote in this gentleman. And he got the guy to come and bring it, and I drove that thing around for a couple hours with Jay. But that was the show that got me fired up as a kid. I can still hear the theme, man.
It's got it, yeah?
Yeah, but then it morphs into Sanford Son.
Did you watch something? Did you watch something growing up there, or what?
No, we weren't allowed television.
He was.
It was all hand puppets and interpretive dance over there.
That was it. Just me and Danielle in the basement.
Jim
Terry was there.
there you go.
A tale of two Terrys, dude. Hulk Hogan and your Terry. Both Terrys.
How about that? And acronyms all over the place, from EBIRG to what you call the CEWRs.
CWRs, MREs, I think we mentioned even at one point. Maybe.
We did that ASAP. TBD. Or PDQ.
BLM.
I'll take my cheese.
Yeah, I like that.
Why do you care about the country in a way that surprised me?
I don't know what else I would care about, I guess. I mean, obviously I care about being alive. I care about my family.
So people know, last time we talked, you were wearing an American Giant sweatshirt. Coincidentally, and we talked about the fact that I'm friends with the guy who runs that company and a lot of other companies too. I had no idea you had a thing for making stuff in this country, and to the point where it's like, you know, we've been talking about what do you do with your, I don't know, your platform, your influence. What should we be doing? What can we do to elevate that stuff?
Yeah. Well, I think listening to you and talking and hearing about MicroWorks and putting, recognizing that, the country is gonna, if we start to build a lot of these AI data centers, or if those things if we need more workforce, and especially if they're like kicking workforce out of the country, or labor force, which I don't know all the technicalities of that, so I'm kind of just speaking like wildly, but you're gonna need like people who are trained to be able to do the jobs, and and you were telling me that you guys, this program MicroWorks helps do that.
Yeah.
Right, you're like 500 something people this year.
526, I think, this year. With just over $5 million, which is crazy because I'm not doing anything different, really, than we have in the last 17 years. But this year we had 10 times the applicants that we did the year before.
That's amazing.
Yes, I mean, something has happened. I mean, we were half joking, I thought, about, the old QVC days and the Wayne's World set and the idea of, like why does it have to be a big, elaborate thing? Why isn't there a dedicated network today where anybody who's trying to make a thing in this country can sit down and have a few laughs and show off their wares? Yeah.
I mean, no, that to me sounds awesome. I mean, that's kind of what we were talking about. It was like, I think seeing you on QVC and then thinking about like, I just worry that if we get into a space where people don't have jobs, right? Or there aren't as many opportunities, just say we do, right? Or even if we don't, right? I'm so sick of like corporations making everything and all these conglomerates and stuff. So how do if I want to spend my money, how do I spend it to support a family that's across the country, even across town, right?
Yeah.
And so then we were kind of talking about, well, what if we started like kind of a QVC type of show where we did little installments with different people that made a product, right? Families or a person. Like this guy makes, he makes 700 voodoo dolls a year. They're the best. They got the most dark magic in them, whatever. Or this person makes like goat milk soap or something. Or you had said that there was somebody who made plant pots out of gum. There you go.
Hoop pots, yeah. That's Matt Freud in New Haven, Connecticut. Yeah.
Really? Matt Freud is an amazing musician too, I think.
Is he?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Chuck will be back in about a half hour with some non-conclusive data. Nothing on the internet about music. Sorry. That's not even... Dude, how do you spell Freund? Freund.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
I believe it's German.
Yeah, that was kind of what we were talking about. Like, what would it be neat if we started to get, like, find people who are making stuff and interview them almost like maybe it was like Antique Roadshow style?
See that? I mean, why did you love Antique Roadshow? What was it about it that made it work?
There's just something damn beautiful about it. I mean, when you see it, that for an independent singer.
Yeah, it's a musician.
Yep.
Doesn't have anything to do with the Matt Freund I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, he asked if there was a musician named Matt Freund, and there he is. I proved that he is.
Good work, Chuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. When we see that Antique Roadshow set, God, that set is just damn beautiful. Because I was up late one night and they had some guy pulled up with a damn rare Beanie Baby. And this was just the damn Princess Diana one and it was missing part of its tail.
It's the, I'm asking you because I think it's one of the most underrated, underappreciated formats ever.
Yeah.
It pays off every 10 minutes. Like when you think, like, what is it? Where'd you get it? What's it worth? Ain't nothing. We don't know. I mean, it's just like, it's just an hour filled with little cliffhangers. And the people are all just so random and real.
Yeah.
You ever watch This Old House?
Yes, with Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. Like, old 70s style production, super simple, nothing flashy. But you got to see, like, a magic trick every week. You know, we're gonna make something that wasn't there. You know, we're gonna use skill and material, and it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
It's so satisfying.
He was smashing shit. But his dad was.
Did he?
He was just yamming, clamoring. So, you feel me? Sorry. Yeah, no. But I will say this. No, I think there's nothing better than if I could say, if you could be like, well, okay, well, how about this? We'll just showcase your product, and then if your company can make enough of it or whatever, you know, I guess the products would have to be vetted, or the company, the families are making it.
Yeah.
That'd be the tough part. But man, it'd be so cool to know that now there's a family that has a business, and they don't have to worry about you can start to support one another. Oh my God.
Look at that.
God.
Look at that.
Oh, she definitely is gonna.
That's deeper to
No one
under.
gets the better of me.
Hey, now if you drink out of that, dude. Oh my God! If you rub on that 3 times, I bet Princess Diana will come back. We may be good right there, Mike, but I think I would love to talk about that idea more, man. And I think anybody else that, you know, you're like the pioneer of that sort of spirit. I think. Paul Revere, Gary Sinise.
Well, Paul Revere, Gary Sinise, and me.
And maybe Aaron Brockovich are kind of like, you guys are the kind of Americans now.
That's very kind of you. But look, I think that you could actually tip the scale in a way that I can, you know. And look, what I mean is, like, that guy Matt Freund, I don't know what would have happened had I done a segment for the purposes of helping him sell his poop pots, right? But because we did a segment on a show called Dirty Jobs that was really focused on a dairy farm that was struggling because the bottom fell out of the milk market, and I read about this guy who was heating his house with cow shit, right? And it was like, that's
Oh my God, doing that is that is not a good guy.
Well, this is 20 years ago, and he's using the whole biodiesel. Like,
I don't
he's
care.
They're dead.
That's why you're a Say it again, please. I'm sorry to get upset.
He's heating his house.
Yeah, of course this guy is, dude. Yeah, this dude is, dude.
When he woke up one day and realized that the crap his cows were producing was more valuable than the milk. So what he did was he started making these flower pots out of cow crap.
Yeah.
And so they would, you know, decompose, and it was built in the door, and so your petunias would grow twice as fast. He wound up crushing it in part, in a big part, because Dirty Jobs showed up in, you know, 170 countries. But I took him on Larry King a year later to tell that story. And then he got his stuff in Walmart. Like, I think you, with your platform, where would you go from 10,200? Just ish. Yeah, I think we get our share. Yeah. But look, he's like number 4. That's pretty big. Why not just start with your platform?
We just haven't been there. You know, it would be neat, but I think doing it as something new.
Yeah.
And I think that seems exciting to me. I think obviously, like, you know, you have met so many people and you know a man who's burning shit to say.
Well, Well, sure. And by the way, there are 3 billion people in the world doing that. Did you know that 3 billion people, their main source of energy is wood or cowbread? Wow. 3 billion. Yeah. He was just using science to make it much, a lot more efficient. But my point is, there needs to be an entertaining value to it.
Right. And I think you do a great job of that. I think maybe we can find a neat way to do it. I think it would be something fun to do.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun to do with you. I think because our audiences are kind of different, but probably have similar spirit. I want people to be able to, if they want to be able to have some of their own destiny in their hands if they can. And